Okay, we're back. We should be back. And we're live again. I don't know what happened, my friends. I apologize. Linda W., welcome, friend. I apologize for that. Top Hat FC. Top Hat Football Club, perhaps? Greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. The stream crashed, and we had to start over. So let me open up the second window and hold on a bit. Hold on. Linda W., that's what it's all about. SA, we're working out the bugs. Yes, indeed we are. Super annoying, though. I don't know what happened. I just know how to deal with it once it does. Okay, hold on. Let's open Tombstone in a new window. Tombstone is linked in the video description, and interestingly enough, for YouTube, it did not leave me where we were around the 50-minute mark. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can do this again. Studio Ghibli ad. Okay, we're starting out again at 106.54, about halfway through. Thank you for being here. We lost everybody. That's the thing I don't appreciate, is losing it's like it always happens at a peak where, it's like we've got a bunch of people here, and hopefully they come back. Top Hat Football Club, someone new came. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Saturday movie stream and chat. Val Kilmer getting worse and worse. Some suffragettes in a wagon. I'm sure the devs saw this movie when they were doing the Red Dead Redemption 2 research. Michael Rooker should be in this gang. Michael Rooker from Guardians of the Galaxy, and of course, The Walking Dead. I do wish they had a duster, a decent looking duster in Red Dead Redemption 2. And a Colt Peacemaker. The gun that tamed the Wild West. A bullet for every finger, the Native Americans called it. Then Doc Holliday has an interesting rig because he has like a he's got like a shoulder harness that he looks like he made himself or rigged it. And he's a little drunk. Linda W says, "I know, right?" Yeah, that's okay though. I'm glad you came back. And then note his coat is around his shoulders, and when the fighting goes down, when the he's gonna shrug it off. It's a really cool move. Linda, I really like the look you use for John, though. If you notice, I have these screen saved from your video with Sadie. Oh, nice. That's great. I appreciate you doing that. I'm happy to do that. Um, yeah, I like John with the big valley hat. And I do think John, pound for pound, is more photogenic than Arthur, as much as I love Arthur. Nice hero shot with the flames in the background. And that, my friends, is the OK Corral. Linda W., that's where I said I thought he looked like Val Kilmer. Yeah? Yeah, he has those Hollywood movie star good looks. Whereas Arthur is more of a handsome character actor. How the hell did we get ourselves into this? A photographer getting a trailer for Silent Night. That looks like a good movie. It's John Woo. John Woo is back. And Joel Kinnaman. He was in an interesting Netflix series called Orphan Black. That I kind of liked. I didn't like the second season, but the first season was... Okay, everyone look for Michael Rooker. Stephen Lang. There. He shrugged it off. Shrugged off his coat. Yeah. Here we go. He's gonna wink. It all comes down to confidence and technical skill being a gunfighter. Whereas the bad guys in these movies are always bullies, and so they're always like big talkers. Take them all down. That was a cool move. 8 viewers, I'm glad you came back, friends. I'm sorry we had some technical difficulties. Everything froze on my end, and Streamlabs crashed. And once Streamlabs goes, and Morgan just got it in the foot, Virgil just got it in the chest. Doc is dual wielding, but did you notice him fanning? And Ike Clanton is running through the Chinese laundry. You're a daisy if you do. We are at 1:14:46. And thank you for being here. Virgil got it in the shoulder. Kurt Russell's finally taken charge. Dana Delaney, that's very 90s hair she's got there. Note how they're building the town because it's a boom town, just like they're building in Strawberry and Valentine. That's also an iconic part of the Old West. Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell can do so much acting with their faces and eyes. They completely that's old school, just Hollywood magic, where you understand how much performance you can give just with your face. And also, this is a movie that's meant to be seen on a 30-foot screen, on the big screen. That's what they call it. It's not, it's different than TV acting. Chat's gone. I hope you're still here. But I'm here. We still have we still got about 40 minutes, 40 or 50 minutes to this movie, and we shall see it through. And to get buried at Boot Hill again, this is historically accurate. These cowboy movies, these westerns, are part of the American mythology, just like samurai movies, or the samurai in Japan, or the knights in Europe and in England. We didn't have knights or samurai, but we had the same kind of iconic male characters that we could mold into myth and legend and create something uniquely American. Uniquely. It's part of our culture. Here comes Johnny Ringo. Again, that's a very 90s look. He's got, um, except for the mustache curling up, the mustache wax. But he looked like some 90s grunge rock star. Dark Hamlet. Shakespeare, to quote Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's just my game. We are at 119.32. If you're still watching, and I appreciate it if you are. All right, Lunger. Black Lung. Curly Bill. Powers Booth was also in Black and Deadwood. Probably my favorite TV Western. Plays a saloon owner and pimp and all around bad guy. Basically, this character 20 years later. Proceed, sir. And Doc Holliday gets a shave. Another commercial break. Linda W. Took me a minute to get caught up. Just killed a cougar. LOL. Oh, I'm glad you're back. And no worries. That cougar is only sleeping. Okay, thunderstorm at 1:20:40. Note the candlelight. It casts a yellow light over the screen, and even though they're reproducing it with the lighting effects, but it's a great touch. It's a nice touch. They don't have gas yet, and they don't have electricity, but for the lightning. I believe this thunderstorm is will have one of my favorite scenes from. Hey, they got a dog. That's nice. Yeah, because Morgan's gonna. Spoiler alert. Things are not gonna end well for Morgan on this night. What kind of a dog is that? Thanks for coming back, everyone who's here. I really appreciate it. Linda, yep, that's where I am also. Linda W, yeah, I like that yellow glow too. Makes more atmospheric, yes. Yeah. They do have gas, note the street light. Tarot cards. Who's reading tarot? Oh, that's Paula Malcolmson from Deadwood. A very young Paula Malcolmson. Hondery. Greetings, friend. Hi, Super Antonio. Sorry I couldn't join earlier. Family lunch. No worries. Family is important, and I'm glad you were there. the stream crashed. You are watching part 2. The link is in the video description, and we are at 122.55. Is the link in the video? Yes, it is. Okay, good. I reused the same settings. That dog looks like some kind of a pointer. I miss my dog. She's asleep in the in her crate in front of the desk. But let's see if we can call her over. Hey. Come here. Come here, sweetheart. Come. Come. Say hi to the chat. Hey, where are you? Where are you going? She thinks we're going to bed. It's not time for bed. Come back. She's at the bedroom door. Okay, she wants to go to bed. Hold on a second. Okay, I put her to bed. And we are at 124.19. Morgan hasn't died yet. Sorry if I am spoiling a movie from 1993. Oh, actually he has. He's just gotten shot. Sorry you missed it. Thank you for being here, friends. I'm glad if you're new or if you came back from part 1. A death scene for an actor is a big deal because all the attention is focused on them. It's their big moment. The Cowboys are running. Oh, there's Michael Rooker. He's so young. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. He still looks like he still looks like Henry. If you haven't seen that movie, I don't know if I can recommend it. It's very disturbing, but it is a great movie and a great performance, but I don't know if I would ever rewatch it. He's great in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's great in The Walking Dead. And Virgil gets it in the back. Yeah, I think that my favorite line from the movie, I'm coming and hell's coming with me, is coming up. Note the sepia setting to the video. I did that night in iMovie. This is not available in game, but I really like the look of it, and we're going to be doing that for movie night. This is just random footage that I wanted in the background. Some frontier medicine. He needs a miracle tonic. Linda W., there are so many great lines in this movie, though. Smiley emoticon. Yes, I agree. It's very, very well written. Actually, Bill Paxton was Morgan, and Sam Shepard was Virgil. Got him reversed. He had a good career. Their death scenes, everyone loves it. Professionally, as far as actors go, everyone loves a good death scene. We are at, where are we? Where's my mouse? We are at 128.34. And Wyatt has his brother's blood on his hands. Walking out into the cleansing rain, but now he's going to be cleansed and turned into the spirit of vengeance. Kurt Russell's big scene. It's a little on the nose, but and here comes Dana Delaney. Am still technically married, sorry, but that's okay. The Crystal Palace. That's a very Western name and evocative name for a saloon. See, the rain washes off the blood, but there's Johnny Ringo. Oh, it's the next day. Here are all the bad guys. We're at 1:30:04. Oh, Sam Shepard or Sam Elliott survived. I didn't remember that. Oh, and he's sending off his wife, and it's just him and Doc Holliday, and that's how he gets to make a move on Dana Delaney, sending everyone off for safety. That's convenient. Linda W. When I was a child, we lived across the street from the iconic Willow Hotel and Saloon in Jamestown, California. Wow, that's cool. I bet it was haunted. Did you recall any ghost stories, or perhaps you had any experiences? What's going on? Okay. Sorry, I thought for a second Streamlabs had crashed again, but it did not. We're fine. It's all good. And Curly Bill as well. Bye. Because it looks like he's leaving town, but of course he's not. Another ad. I don't mind the ads. I hope you don't either. They keep this channel going, along with super chats. $131.51. They are riding out of town, but no worries. He'll be back. We still got a couple hours. Linda W. Yes, there were some stories that it was haunted. It was first built in 1862. Yeah, I don't know about. I've had experiences. I've known people I trust that have had supernatural experiences that you can't quantify, and you have to, it's like, you can't you can't rely on witness testimony, eyewitness testimony, and in the times I have seen things I cannot explain. My rational brain has immediately tried to explain it. I was thinking of, oh, here comes Hell's Coming With Me. But those old buildings, yeah, they have a lot of stories and memories, and usually a lot of ghosts. That's an awkward kick at 133.16, just so he can show his just so he can like does a little heel kick so he can scar him with the his spur. He's a U.S. Marshal now, and Stephen Lang is begging for his life. Linda W. Yes, I've had supernatural experiences myself, and my family as well. Yeah, yeah, it's hard to explain. I see a red sash, I kill a man wearing it, so run, you cur. Tell all the other curs law is coming. You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me. Note how the camera was lower, so he's like taking up the full frame, and he's got his shotgun cutting across. It would make a great thumbnail. And also this scene at 134, with the riders coming in through the sunset. Again, I have to stress no CGI. This scene that you're seeing where they're shooting up the barber is just real. They actually rode a horse into that barber shop. And now they're shooting anyone who's wearing a red sash. We are at 134.59. Cleaning up. I wanted Sadie to come say hi, and she just thought we were going to go to bed, so I put her to bed. She's in the second bedroom, she's in the bedroom. That was a nice scene, but even though it was implied, where he's reaching for the opium pipe and puts the barrel of his gun in his mouth. Now we're hanging up some red sash guys. Public executions at the Dragoon Saloon. Wyatt's dressed as a Pinkerton. At 136. Curly Bill's laughing. Hey Wyatt, how the hell are you? Everyone's having fun in this movie. I mean, just as far as performances go. Playing cowboys. And that fun, that enthusiasm, that passion carries over. You know, it's what makes this a great movie is you have fun watching it because they have fun. They had fun making it. That chemistry. Linda, Wyatt's cleaning house. He sure is. He's cleaning up Tombstone. Oh, look at that. This is a cool outfit that Curly Bill has with the red shirt. But again, he flips his brim up. And I hate that look. Linda W. Yes, I agree. Yeah, passion comes through. That's so. That's the chemistry they're talking about. That they're always talking about. It's so difficult to capture on screen, but when you get it, it really, it's intangible. It's nothing that you can quantify or ask or demand. You either have it or you don't, and you can't fake it either. Michael Rooker with hair. Val Kilmer. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning, making it biblical. And that's a great line of Val Kilmer or of Doc Holliday. Why are you sticking around? Wyatt Earp is my friend. Hell, I got a lot of friends. I don't. Micah T, I'd love to visit the real Tombstone town one day. Yeah, there's time. I think you should do it. And note, not necessarily for you, Micah, but for the other viewers in the chat and future viewers, um, all these characters are based on actual historical figures. This happened. Perhaps this is a more dramatic retelling, but the cast of characters were actually there and alive. Maybe not Mr. Fabian, Billy Zane. Too bad he got shot. 139.20. Jason Priestley never really got a movie career, never really broke out from 90210. Dana Delaney wearing a lot of purple like a fancy lady from Saint Denis. This is her great line. He tried to bring something fine and ugly into your world, and you shot him for it. Note there are 6 horses on the stagecoach. We're lucky if we get 4 in Red Dead Redemption 2. I always like those scenes. We are at 1:48, where all the good guys ride up and they just fill the screen with their horses. And they're all on black horses. Linda W. Yes, I noticed that. LOL. Val Kilmer falling off his horse. Doc Holliday. And here comes Charlton Heston as Henry Hooker. Talk about Hollywood royalty. One of his last final films, Charlton Heston, Moses, Ben-Hur, Taylor from Planet of the Apes. My favorite movie of his is probably Planet of the Apes. He was also in Soylent Green as People. He's just a part of Hollywood history, and it's great to have him in this film. Basically a cameo. And that was at 1:42:15 or 142 around there, friends, if you're paying attention or watching along. And hold up. We are at 142.46. I'm going to pause the movie here and check on the dog. Be right back, friends. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, thank you, friends. We're back. And look who I brought with me. Come, hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Over here. Over here. This is called the treat jar. Hop up. Hop. Come here. Here, sweetheart. Hop up. Come on. Okay. We are at 142.47. And she will watch the rest of the movie with me. I got Linda W. I got to attend an NRA convention, cool, where Charlton Heston was speaking. We brought bumper stickers that said, Charlton Heston is my president, him being the president of the NRA at the time. That's so cool. There's Sadie, yes. She made an appearance finally. Okay, thank you. She's very tired. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Say hello to the chat. Up here. Up here. Here. Up here. There. There you go. We can trick her. Now Wyatt's saying goodbye to Dana Delaney. See, again? That sunset is real. That sky is real. Everything in this movie is real. We were talking at 143.55. Oh, she smells so good. She just had a bath. It's very soft. We had a bath before the stream, after a walk. And I think, yeah, she headed back to the bedroom. But I'm glad she came out. Johnny Ringo challenges Wyatt Earp, but it's Doc Holliday that will take him out, at least in the movie. This is 1879, and Johnny Ringo actually died in 1882. He didn't die. He didn't die by Doc Holliday's hand. And now, regrettably, I have to leave you again for a second because someone, not me, needs to go to the balcony. Okay. Good luck, Nikito. Okay, sorry about that. And we're back. We are at 146.21, and Linda W says, it's okay, those of us with pets understand. Yes, indeed. I have a AstroTurf and a little garden set out in the balcony. It's very convenient for me, so we don't have to go downstairs or outside. And she can pretty much go anytime she wants. She doesn't have to hold it. So I guess it's very convenient for her as well. Doc is dying. He's on his last legs, but he still has enough fight in him to take out Johnny Ringo at 147.11. Coming up on the final confrontation. Interesting how Kurt Russell is a good guy, Wyatt Earp, and he's wearing a black hat. Pretty much everyone wears black hats in this game, or in this movie. And I do like that wide brim, that wide flat brim, like the Big Valley hat. Note, even Val Kilmer's hands are pasty and white. He's got makeup on his hands. Chuck Heston again. Linda W. He held on all this time so we could help Wyatt. I agree. Linda W. Me too. My actual riding hat is a big flat brim. Oh, cool. I didn't know you have horses. You should send pictures of your horses for the next horse show, which will be at 17K. And we are currently at, hold on. We are currently 66 subs away from 17K. Commercial, we're at 149, and here comes Johnny Ringo versus Doc Holliday. Another famous line, I'm your Huckleberry, you're no Daisy. But again, I have to stress, this is one part of the movie that is not historically accurate. Johnny Ringo dies 3 years later in 1882. Some say by his own hand. Oh, Doc, thanks. I'm really Odog says, love this movie. I'm at the end. I'm glad you came back. I missed you, Odog. Hendry, greetings, friend. Best surprise that Doc went instead. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just one last. See, he's the deputy now, and you, sir, are no Daisy. See, just like Micah. All right, Lunger, let's do it. Note how they're both turning side by side, so like they're going shoulder to shoulder to make less of a target. It's easier to miss in a duel if you're shoulder to shoulder like that. That's very iconic. And look at the sweat. But, you can't miss at 3 feet. Thank you. There you go. One shot. Didn't even drop his cigarette. And then he wants to watch him. He wants to see the life leave his eyes. Michael Biehn also has a great death scene here. Poor soul. You were just too high strung. Odog, I'm glad you came back. The stream crashed. My apologies. Oh, I wasn't quite as sick as I made out. Wyatt shows up at 1:52:02. Indeed, sir, the last charge of Wyatt Earp and his immortals. Hendry Burks. Hendry. Doc being a true friend here. Yes, he is. It's, all great movies and characters have a great friendship at the core. Fellowship, note how he hides behind his horse. That's an old school Hollywood trick. It's part of what makes a great movie is the relationships between man and man, or man and woman, if it's, if you're like talking about a romance. But note how the camera is low, so you can, like, the horses almost go over when they ride. It's a completely, I wouldn't say forgotten, but it's an old style of filmmaking that they don't do anymore, because you can't afford the insurance on the horses or the actors, and someone's going to complain that you're abusing the horses no matter how well you take care of them. This is a helicopter shot. That's a shot that they do with drones now. That's one great thing about modern movies, is you can get impossible shots that you could only get with helicopters before. Like Lord of the Rings, all those beautiful scenes of the Fellowship running through New Zealand, that was done by with helicopters. Drone technology hadn't come in yet. Hadn't been developed yet. In helicopters, you need to rent a helicopter, you need insurance, you need to hire a pilot and a filmmaker, a cameraman up there. You know, it was a big deal to get shots like that. And now you can just do it on a drone. So that's one good thing about modern movies. Hendry, watching this makes me want to go after some O'Driscolls. Yes, I was saying that earlier. Investigating the mysteries of the Church of Rome. We are at 155 docks in a sanatorium. It appears my hypocrisy knows no bounds. Just chewing up scenery and stealing the movie. Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell. This was they were great together. I think this is the only movie they were in together. Kurt Russell has had a very consistent career. Val Kilmer has had his ups and downs, regrettably. Like Nicolas Cage. And I was saying earlier, unlike Johnny Depp or Robert Downey Jr., he never really got a franchise and a character that could propel him into Hollywood history, I guess. Oh, dog, damn right. Time to smoke some O'Driscolls. Yeah, that's fun. It's always fun. Just do a raid of Hanging Dog Ranch. Doc's in a smoking jacket. I do miss Doc. I pretend that, I say that, oh dog, that, I say that, people come and go and move on. But yeah, I liked him. He was he was part of the same generation as Serena. From the start of the channel. So, what can you do though? He's having fun on Diablo 5 or whatever he's playing now. And you can't fault him for that. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you being here. And I appreciate your sharing this love of this game with me. Doc and Wyatt say goodbye at 1:57. Take that beauty and run and don't look back. This is true. This actually happened. Wyatt leaves his wife for Dana Delaney. I really should say her real name. Let's see her. Let's look her up. Josephine Marcus. Josephine Sarah Sadie Earp was the common-law wife of Wyatt Earp, a famed Old West lawman and gambler, to paraphrase Wikipedia. O-Dog says, yep. Thanks for always being there, Doc. Note that they're not wearing their hats indoors. And also note how Doc's feet were sticking out of the bed. That's a nice touch. There, he's a part of a dime novel now. My friend, Doc Holliday. Maybe Hosea will read that later. 20 years later. See what I mean about actors' death scenes, how they enjoy it? Because everything's focused on them, and it's not sad it's sad as a character, it's sad for us to watch, but it's fun for them. This is also a nice line. I've always thought it was very romantic. I've never said it to anyone. I will love you for the rest of your life. Note more candles, that natural light, that golden glow. And Wyatt is back to his signature, the outfit that he was wearing at the beginning of the movie, the red tie and the black suit. I promise I'll love you for the rest of your life. 2 hours and 21 seconds, 22 seconds. Look at look at the brick wall where actors have signed their names in chalk. Everyone who's been in that dressing room. It's a nice touch. Again, that snow. Well, I don't know if it's probably real. That might be Hollywood magic. But it's real in an analog sense. That is, a lot of times they would use powdered mashed potato mix just to because it reflects light better than real snow, I guess. I don't know. That's something I heard. They might use something better now. But now, if this movie was made now, they would just paint that in digitally, and it wouldn't look like that. Dancing in the Snow. Maddie died of a drug overdose shortly after she left Tombstone. Virgil and Allie Earp moved to... Wyatt and Josephine embarked on a series of adventures. Up or down, thin or flush, in 47 years, they never left each other's side. Wyatt Earp died in Los Angeles in 1929. Among the pallbearers at his funeral were early Western movie stars William S. Hart and Tom Mix. Tom Mix wept. George P. Cosmatos, director of Rambo Part 2. And we get another scene where the camera is low and the four brothers come into frame. Black hats first. Well, the three brothers and Doc Holliday. At any rate, my apologies that the stream crashed. I'm glad you stuck around and watched the rest of the movie with me. We shall do this again next week. I don't know what we're going to watch. I'll try to find us another Western, but we have a lot of movies to choose from. And now I'm very excited about this series and this Saturday movies. I appreciate you being here, friends, and I will see you Sunday. We're going to do a Guarma stream. Henry, great movie. Thanks, Super Antonio. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you being here. We're going to do a Sunday Guarma stream, and then we shall return for Marston Mondays. O-Dog, shout out to the mods. O-Dog, David. Linda, great talking to you, and I will talk to all of you hopefully tomorrow, and definitely for Marston Monday.